Hello and welcome to your latest headlines from Cardiff News Plus. I'm Hayal Erdem. Taking your dog out for a walk on a Saturday morning is what dog owners usually do. But people in Cardiff who own a dog can now train them to become man-trailers, a specific sport that allows them to find a missing person by their scent. I went there to find out more.
I just found a trail.
Trail!
And okay.
Every person has an individual scent, just like a fingerprint. A dog can smell a piece of clothing that belongs to a person and find them by the scent of their unique skin cells. This is called man-trailing, and it is used to find missing persons in search and rescue operations and in criminal investigations, as well as a sport. Lisa Gorenflow set up the first man-trailing club in the UK here in Cardiff, which is available to the public as a dog sport.
Search and rescue, the police, also the military uses them to find suspects. And but it's a very big dog sport in Germany and Switzerland and also in Austria. So we're trying to bring it to the UK now to make it, it's a very good way to engage your dog and build a team. It's an outdoor sport. So yeah, we'd love to bring this to the UK, and we are.
Man-trailing can be a great way to spend quality time with your dog while they're exercising out in the fresh air. It builds a teamwork between the dog and its owner. Anna Guina brought her dog Piper, an English Springer Spaniel, to Forest Farm Country Park to train her.
I'm here today so that Piper, who's our one-year-old Springer Spaniel, can get a little bit of stimulation from using her nose to do some scent work. I think it's a really good way of stimulating them as well as getting some exercise so that they're using their brains. We know that dogs need to use their brains a lot in order to feel engaged, in order to feel like, it's not just a case of always taking them for a walk. It has to be different kinds of activity, really.
Any dog can become a man-trailer if given the right training. A seminar will be held in Cardiff this May to inform dog owners in Wales more about the sport.
Sit and trail. Trail!
Hundreds of comic fans gathered together during the weekend for the convention of this year's Cardiff Comic Con. Cosplayers were also there to show their costumes. Simon Yu reports.
There's your mate. Heroes, villains, zombies and Pokemon's all showed up. Visitors could see characters from Star Wars, Batman, Captain America and many other interesting films or comics. Cosplayers wore the costume of their favorite characters. They were enjoying themselves as well as entertaining other visitors.
It's local, it's got something for everybody. There's anime, there's horror, there's the Pokemon, there's the usual suspects as it were, the Transformers and everything. And it's a massive family atmosphere. No one judges anyone for any costume, however crazy or bizarre it might be, and everyone has fun.
The Cardiff Comic Con, I'm enjoying it. It's quite well laid out. It's quite busy, but there's not too many people. I've noticed with the two London ones, you can get absolutely heaving, and that's never fun, especially as a costumer. But yeah, they've been quite good to us. We've got a changing room as costumers as well, so that's always good. And yeah, it's a good atmosphere, very relaxed.
It's a pretty good place to come and express yourself. You can get your favourite character out there, buy everything related to them. I know it's Captain America. Got to buy everything related to him, the little plushies, the vinyls, absolutely everything you can find. It's brilliant.
Comic books, costumes, clothes and toys. People could find anything related to comics and films. There were more than 100 stores in the arena, all looking to sell something to the fans.
The table for this weekend is about £150, but different conventions charge different amounts, so sometimes the small ones will be about £40, some of the big ones over towards London you might pay £300 or £400 or more for the table for the weekend.
Cardiff Comic Con is held once a year. This year visitors paid £8 each for the chance to rub shoulders with their stars and have their 5 seconds of fame.
This Wednesday is a National No Smoking Day to bring health awareness in the United Kingdom. It is to encourage smokers to get help when they decide to quit. But we all know how difficult that can be. Sam Young reports.
The economic cost of smoking to Welsh National Health Service is more than £790 million and kills about 5,000 people per year. 1 in 5 people in Wales smokes, according to Welsh government, and many of these smokers want to quit.
Needed some way to stop smoking, and this seemed like the easiest option to sort of replace it. That makes sense. So it's still like maintaining the habit of going outside and doing something, but without tar and everything going into your lungs.
Getting too expensive now. Now they put the extra 2 fags in a pack of 20. They got up over £1 just for 2 cigarettes, and it's better off spending my money on something else.
As smoking still remains the leading cause of preventable death, there are many different ways to help people to give up smoking. And one alternative method is hypnotherapy.
The mind is very suggestible, and in hypnosis you can give suggestions to your mind. So you can powerfully suggest that you desire and require to be a non-smoker, that you're choosing to not smoke. And we'll use regression to take clients back to a time when they didn't smoke, to remember what that was like, to remember the years before they smoked, when it was easy as a child. You don't have to choose to not smoke, you're just a non-smoker and you don't smoke.
It is hoped that the annual campaign will help spur more people to kick the habit.
The annual St. David's Day run to raise vital funds for charities was held in Cardiff at the weekend. This year, a young person's charity, Motivation and Learning Trust, organised the event and attracted thousands of people from all over Wales. Our reporter Elzama went to Bute Park to meet the runners.
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
This activity is for the general public, both for those taking their first steps into racing or sportsmen looking for a way to keep healthy.
St. David's Day Run is for families, it's for anyone, and we really want to show everybody that a race like this is accessible. You don't have to do a marathon, you don't have to do an ultra marathon or even a half marathon. You can just come, join in, achieve and go home with a medal and know that you did something that day. A gentleman here today called Jeff, he's on crutches and he's doing the last few kilometres or few metres of the 5k. He's doing the rest in hospital because he's got physical disabilities, but he was really inspired by everything that goes on here today, and he's raised £700.
Even for those not overcoming big problems, running can be just as important in normal life. One benefit could be to calm a youngster's unsettled mind.
We're trying to raise awareness, and it's not like lots of people in our school don't really do running, so I think if they see that we're doing it, I think they'll feel a bit like, oh my god, that's amazing, we should sponsor you.
It can boost their confidence and help them stay fitter, I guess, because if it boosts your confidence, then I think you're inspired to do more races and get into clubs and things.
When we see people running along the streets and parks, they may not be running just for fitness. Being a runner also offers people a chance to feel a sense of achievement.
I never thought that I could run a half marathon. In March of last year, I'd never run at all, and by September I completed a 5k, a 10k and 2 half marathons, and that definitely improved my mental state, made me stronger, made me believe that I could do things that I didn't think I could do, so it makes you feel positive about other things then as well.
This event raised more than £10,000 and sent the message out loud. The running provides an escape from negative energy and the fast-paced society.
A Cardiff clinic held a fundraising event at the weekend in aid of the George Thomas Hospice, which cares for people dying of terminal illness. They offered free treatment in return for donations. Laura Leah reports.
A little bit tight on the lower right hip as well.
Therapist Andrew Howell was doing the free treatment for people. Chiropractic can help people to improve some problems, like back pain and headaches. Andrew has a family link to the hospice,
So hospices do such an important job. For me, my grandmother was in a hospice before she passed away, and she was made to be just so comfortable. They gave her the best care, they took her off all the medication she didn't need to be on, and she ended her life in a much happier, more comfortable way. And I think it's such an important job that they do.
Fundraising is very important for the George Thomas Hospice. The treatments and cakes were free, but people were encouraged to make a donation.
I'm representing the hospice because Whitchurch Clinic is raising funds for the hospice, and that's where the money that comes back to us will help with all the things that we can offer to our patients and families. So any money that's raised today, there are some fabulous cakes you've already seen, so people are being offered tea and coffee and cakes, and they'd like to make a donation. That would be brilliant, so we can have some donations for the hospice. But if people would like to come and just experience this, then it's the clinic and George Thomas Hospice Care working together to raise awareness about the work that we do as well. So it's raising funds and raising awareness today.
Jonathan Griffiths received chiropractic treatment and donated money for the hospice.
Just to raise as much money as we can. Great cause, and they need all support they can get, really.
Those who came along felt better after treatment and went home feeling they had done something to help a worthy cause.
That's all for now from Cardiff News Plus. We'll be back next week.